You may wonder, why am I sleeping in the back of the car? The answer is because I finally can. This is the M3 Touring. It's been 37 years since the original M3 came out, and only now we get it on a state version, so you can sleep in it if you want to be first on the track in the morning, or if you just spent all your money on it and you just can't afford rent. The M3 Touring is available only as competition and X-Drive. This means that its inline 6 generates 510 horsepower and 650 Newton meters of torque. Frankly, I'm glad it's X-Drive because it channels all that power effectively, and it makes it incredibly practical as a daily driver, provided you're fortunate enough to be able to have an M3 as your daily. However, it's worth noting that you can switch off the all-wheel drive, effectively turning this car into a rear-wheel drive beast. However, I'd only do this on the track with this amount of power. This being said, even if you go for a more spirited drive, the all-wheel drive doesn't negatively affect the handling. There is no understeer, and if you play your cards right, which is kind of easy with this car, it oversteers a little bit with everything here switched on. So overall the car feels quite neutral, very well balanced, and at times I feel like I'm playing a video game with poor physics. It's like I should not be able to go around this corner at that speed. What surprises me positively is how usable the car is when in comfort. The ride, of course, is on the hard side, however it's not harsh even on those bumpy Bulgarian roads. There is a bit more tire noise, but that is expected with these very wide tires, 285 in the back, 255 in the front. But overall I'm really impressed with how multi-talented this car is. There's also the added practicality. The boot, 500 liters. And I really like the split tailgate. It's usable. On the inside, it's a 3 Series, so it's a normal car. Well, you have the Merino Kyalami, so basically bright orange, leather, and a lot of carbon fiber, which is optional, and it looks a bit tacky to me, but I feel that it also really suits the car. However, there are more differences on the inside. For example, I have these configurable M1 and M2 buttons so that I can add my own predefined driving modes. There is also the huge infotainment display, the new one, the curved one, which I honestly don't really like. I feel like the graphics and the information is a little bit confusing, and I'm also not short-sighted, so I don't need this. Furthermore, now that they have removed the aircon buttons, I have to either play around with the display and crash, or talk to the car like I have no friends. However, at the end I can live with the lack of buttons, I can live with the cinema-like display, because the M3 Touring is simply amazing. And every time I press that pedal and the car goes from 0 to 100 in 3.6 seconds, that puts a huge smile on my face, and at the end, that's all that matters. Ciao.